60 Jayhawk helicopter from Coast Guard Air Station Clearwater has arrived on scene and begun to search the area for the missing crew member. The Jayhawk is capable of cruising speeds up to 140 knots and is equipped with one of the most advanced navigation and avionics packages of any military helicopter. Finding a person can be extremely difficult, so it's very important that boaters always wear retro reflective life jackets and carry internationally recognized signaling devices such as flares to assist the Coast Guard in their search. Now you see our crew has found our downed airman that we affectionately call George. George is laying in the field there, but we are simulating George floating in the ocean in choppy seas and possibly stormy skies. Now the pilot and flight mechanic will carefully lower the rescue swimmer down to the survivor and assess their condition and render first aid. We can see the rescue swimmer's legs hanging out the far side of the aircraft. They're pointed to the left of show center today because of the wind. The aircraft puts its nose into the wind, and there comes our rescue swimmer. Let's give him a huge round of applause, Orlando. Now the rescue swimmer serves a vital role within the crew. They're trained as an emergency medical technician and a survival specialist. The rescue swimmer is frequently deployed to a vessel or directly to the water to assist in managing the situation from the surface. These highly trained men and women pride themselves on their versatility, as their assistance may take many forms, among them assisting the vessel's crew in starting a dewatering pump, handling the rescue basket, stabilizing and preparing an injured crewman for hoisting, or calming a panicked crew and directing the necessary onboard actions required to effect a safe rescue. You can see our rescue crewman on the ground. Our rescue swimmer is there. He's just called for a litter to rescue the survivor. Now the plane and flight mechanic on board will carefully lower the litter down. You should see that momentarily. And right on cue, there it comes. To get the survivor into the litter basket. Once the swimmer calls ready for live pickup, the helicopter will maneuver into position a second time. As you can see, hoisting requires the helicopter to establish a position directly over the survivor or vessel. This is an extremely demanding operation requiring exceptional teamwork, during which the pilot is receiving altitude and direction commands from the hoist operator in the cabin. When the helicopter is positioned directly over the survivor being hoisted, the pilot will lose sight of them. This is a critical time during the rescue evolution in which commands given by the flight mechanic ensure proper obstacle clearance and the safe transit of the survivor from the water or from the vessel up to the helicopter cabin. You can appreciate the skill of these pilots and crew members when you picture this being done, as it frequently happens on an overcast night, in driving rain and high seas and strong winds. Once the survivor is safely inside the cabin of the aircraft, the crew will lower the hoist cable to recover the swimmer for recovery. Watch now as the helicopter approaches our rescue swimmer. Survivor out there today, I told you we affectionately call him George, named after our amazing air boss George Klein. That is no just foam dummy. That is an actual training device that weighs 180 pounds. Our rescue swimmers had to maneuver that into the litter basket, secure it to the litter basket, and watch here, they're going up together back to the helicopter. Come on, Orlando, let's give our Coast Guardsmen a huge round of applause. Once the crew and patient are stable for the helicopter to start transitioning to forward flight, once they get inside the cabin, they will head to the nearest hospital or airport to transport the survivor for further treatment. Based on the nature of the injury, there are times when a Coast Guard medical corpsman or flight surgeon may fly on board as a crewman to stabilize and treat the survivor.